So many of your destinations have errors. When there's an error. LinkedIn. Fuck LinkedIn. Someone's watching. Oh, we're already live. Damn. Okay. Alright, I'll set this up here too. Okay. Alright. Let's see how many people get on the stream. Yeah. Hey guys. So we're just gonna wait a minute or two until we get a few more people on. That way we can kind of get on with it. Okay. Well, I mean, on your end we have. I think we got about 10 viewers there. Wow. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So I guess we'll get right to it then. Welcome everyone to the Newbie Real Estate Investor podcast. I'm Johnathan Boyle with my co-host Joey Chan. And today we're going to be talking about, I guess you could say, real estate war stories, and have a little bit of a Q&A for anyone who's interested. So yeah, Joey, I guess tell us a little bit of your war stories going on that you might have. Yeah, so the one that we actually have in common, so we're working on a subject to deal, right? And I think it's one of the first subject to deals that we're actually working on here in New Jersey. I did one previously, but it was out of state. It was fairly easy compared to this one. This one has been kind of taking a while. We thought initially it was going to be very easy. When we initially talked to the seller, he actually agreed to everything right away. And then he started kind of bringing things up as we go. So the first time we spoke to him, like I said, he agreed to all the terms, the price, and we actually were not gonna put any down payment or anything like that, and he was okay with all of that. But he did want some money in the back end when we actually sold the property. So this property we're actually gonna fix and flip it, and it's not gonna be like a traditional hold. And so we kind of told him that. And so after we told him that, he kind of got greedy afterwards, right? And then he told us, hey, listen, you guys promised me that I would get $15,000. That was the price we told him. But we didn't tell him that we would do it up front when we did the initial subject to closing. Yeah. Now, instead of having it at the back end, which we even mentioned it before, he's like, oh, he wants it at the front end, which, kind of sucks, because basically that's just adding 15 grand to our already like 50-60K reno, Exactly. Yeah. So that added things, not to mention our attorney fees that we got to pay and things like that. And of course, we're going to have holding costs during the entire project. And so that's one minor thing. So we had to work that out with him. Once we worked that out with him, it just took a long time to really get the attorney to respond. He probably was doing things in the background, but he didn't really send us information. So we didn't really know, what was really going on. Exactly. Yeah. So over time, then after that hurdle, which we finally got everything set up, then we had to the seller wanted us to fill out some paperwork related to so basically we're subject to a 2 or 3K loan. Subject to a 2 or 3K loan, right? And long story short, like we would typically also get payment for the remainder of the balance of the construction loan. Yeah. So the seller wanted Joey to sign off, basically, that he is now the new contractor before we even closed, which puts full liability on Joey even before we even own the property. Yeah. So, and that was a headache. We had another 30-minute conversation with them earlier today. Mm-hmm. When it's something that we've even mentioned several times, consult your attorney. Yeah, definitely. I had to really talk to him, really be stern with the guy, because sometimes Johnathan is too nice, or he just doesn't know how to, how to approach the guy, because first of all, we don't want to lose the deal, right? But sometimes if you're too nice to the seller, they kind of walk all over you. Yeah, because exactly. They know that they have something that you want. And also at the same time, we've already spent money on the attorney. So, that doesn't really help us. So we're kind of at a disadvantage to just walk away from the deal. But worst case, we would walk away from the deal, to lose a few $1,000 on the attorney fee. Yeah, there's plenty of deals that I've lost a few hundreds to thousands of dollars just because of due diligence, but I don't regret it one bit just because, you find out things. Yeah. So, again, just for anyone who's just starting to tune in, we're kind of explaining some war stories, quote unquote. Overall, it's just little minor headaches that you have to deal with in real estate, and most people here on social media, most people don't really explain it to newbies at all. So this is why we're kind of bringing it up in the first place. These are little things that you don't really think about, but for the most part, as a real estate investor, you're not necessarily, just working solely on the construction or solely on anything like that. You're working on solutions. You're a problem solver, basically. Yep. So, that's kind of why we're even bringing this up. I guess, that's basically it with that one. Yeah. So before we move on, just wanted to see where our audience is, who's our audience, and where you guys are watching from. If you can make a quick comment on the comment section, where you guys are watching from, that'll be great. Yeah. So we're live both on StreamYards with Joey on a few of his platforms, and we're live on my Facebook Live right now. Yeah, and we're also live on the Newbie Real Estate Investors YouTube channel for the first time ever. Yes, so, this is definitely interesting. Yeah. So I guess going back to, another war story per se. Yeah. Hey, Matt, what's going on? I see you watching. Matt, you're coming from Princeton. Nice, bro. Awesome. So another story. What was another? Okay. So this is actually for a property that I'm looking to close in Bloomfield very soon. I can't disclose the price or anything, but we're looking to close probably end of next week sometime. Uh-huh. So I need to get the smoke and carbon inspection done so that way we could get done with this overall. I spoke to the inspector last week, I think Thursday, and he told me I failed because I needed windows in the basement or whatever. Yep. Which, they didn't mention that the first time when I had it inspected to buy the property, but that's neither here nor there. So then, anyways, regardless of that, I did the windows. Joey hooked it up. Joey's one of the best contractors out there. So then they came today, and of course the inspector. So then the inspector, of course, he called. I met with him today at 8:30 in the morning. He was like, "Okay, I just need to look at the basement and the first floor." So I said, wait, what do you mean the first floor? So of course, luckily, my first floor tenant's a very nice guy. So I showed him the basement. Basement was all good with the smoke and carbon, and then the first floor, um, like I knocked on the door, and of course, he turned, he pressed the smoke and carbon inspection devices, and nothing was wrong with air, but the tenant somehow miraculously lost his fire extinguisher. So then I had to sweet talk the guy into like, hey, do you mind if I just go to Home Depot real quick and I could take a picture of it when I have it and just put it into the wall. He said, yeah, no problem. So literally took.
You got away with that one.
Yeah, I got away with that one because some townships they might be like, no, call us again to get reinspected.
Newark. That's what I got to do in Newark right now for one of my 3 families in Newark. I got to get a reinspection for one stupid fire. Well, actually 2 things: fire detector. The fire extinguishers, and also a smoking carbon down in the basement. So
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. So then after that was done, we, he confirmed it. So now I'm hoping that I get this smoking carbon certificate later today. I wouldn't be surprised though, because there's other times I've confirmed with an inspector, not this town, East Orange, that something was done properly and everything was good, and then later on find out it wasn't East Orange. But yeah, so that's just another fun thing that I had to spend about 2 hours of my life this morning doing. So
yeah, great. every day is an adventure. So guys, if you have any questions you want us to answer right now, put it in the comment section, and we'll answer it for you.
Yes, Mike. What's your question, bro?
Shout out to Michael Gomes, one of the best realtors out there. I love your session last week with the wholetailing.
Are you coming out of pocket for the down payment on every deal, or are you finding gap funding? Okay, so Mike, that's a great question. So I guess we could say that it's a mix, to be honest.
Yeah.
Certain deals we have a little bit of our own money in, like I guess you could say skin in the game, but a majority would be coming from private lenders. So just so everyone kind of understands what the differences are. So there's, I guess you could say, a few types of lending. I'm sorry, if so, are you
we have, and hopefully maybe we learn something as well. You never know. Do you wanna? Maybe I could try to put mine out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. All right, guys.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about this in the background now, but trying to give Joey's phone
a little break, right?
A little break from the sun, although it's really not that sunny. But I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a cheap phone, Hey, somebody send me a new phone.
All right.
I need money for a phone.
So
broke investors.
Yeah. No, but seriously, people think all investors are wealthy, but most investors reinvest their money back into something. I have a question from Keith. How do you guys structure seller finance offers? Interest only or 5-year term? So, Keith, that's a good question. To be honest, I haven't done a seller finance deal just yet, but that could be something Joey. I think he's done one. So
so seller finance, I've done 4 seller finance deals so far. 3 here in New Jersey and Harrison, and 1 in Texas. So the 3 were all 5-year terms with a fairly low interest rate, and the one in Texas, actually, I was the person that seller financed out to someone else. So I don't know if you need any specifics on that.
So basically, you were the bank.
Yeah, I was the bank on 1, actually on 2, and so let's go to the first one we did. That was in Harrison, New Jersey, and we actually purchased it on seller finance. We put a large down payment, and we bought it on seller finance. And then after 2 years, we ended up selling it. So what we did was we did a what we call a mortgage wrap on it, and then seller financed it out to basically to a buyer. So that's how we did that.
Yeah. So anyone who's not who doesn't understand what seller financing is, it's basically when the homeowner they're basically the bank. So just think of Joey being the bank in that like in the scenario, like in Texas. So then he told the person, I want this price and this interest rate, and we could do it at X amount of years term, right? And that's what Joey is getting. So now he doesn't have any troubles with tenants or toilets or anything. So the homeowner is the homeowner. They like in certain states like Texas, it's done a lot of times. Actually, it's
very common.
Very, very common. But here in New Jersey, it's sometimes it's considered taboo because we're such a heavy attorney wielding state, and also because we're a judicial state versus a non-judicial. So yeah, I could kind of go over that if anyone wants more clarification. But what's the question? What about a 2-year term with a balloon payment after refi?
You can basically structure it however you want, as long as it's beneficial for you and also the seller. It's fine, right? It's all about negotiation. So whenever you get a good deal, you're good. All right. So it doesn't matter whether it's 1 year, if it's 2 years, 5 years, 10, 20, doesn't matter. All right. In reality, the reason why you want to do seller finance in terms of helping the seller is that when the seller, let's say they purchased it cash 30 years ago for, let's say, $50,000, and now they're selling you the property at let's say $600,000, right? And now they've got a ton of equity, and the reason they want to seller finance you is so that they can save money on the capital gains tax. But we're not attorneys or tax accountants, so best to
consult them,
get their advice. But
that's how you want to approach talking to a seller in terms of capital gains. Okay, so they can save that money instead of that money going to Uncle Sam. They get to keep a lot of that money, and that's why you want to spread the terms and the gains over a few years.
Yes, definitely. So, I just got a question in my DMs real quick, from one of my Marine Corps buddies, Levisaka. What's going on, brother? Shout out. Just so you know, our YouTube channel is Newbie Real Estate Investors. You could find us at, I think it's youtube.com/C newbie REI.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Or again, you could look us up, Newbie Real Estate Investors. It should pop up.
Yep.
What else?
Yeah.
So David Zone, shout out to him. What's going on, brother? So if we weren't partners, how would we find a partner? I know we kind of discussed that last week,
Yep.
but like the simple thing is you have to look for someone that has commonalities with you, has the same goals, same vision. Like when Joey and I met, like we spoke a few times, and then I know Joey brought a deal to me in Belleville, and it was kind of our not naivety at the time, but it worked. We found out that we matched very well. We knew that real estate has bumps on the road. There were several times where something happened where it delayed the project, and it wasn't on Joey's fault or my fault. It was just things happen. So you need to find someone that understands that, and instead of bringing problems, helps bring you more solutions to those problems. Because like I know, like when I call Joey and I tell him something, it's not like like it's your fault. It's like, okay, how can we solve this one now? Because as I mentioned earlier in this show, real estate is really just being a problem solver overall. Like I tell people all the time, I consider myself a fireman, fighting fires every day.
Yeah. Every day.
Yeah. Which actually reminds me, just another fun thing that I've had to deal with today was like a property that I had listed. Originally had several offers, and then like we accepted one. That one stalled us for 2 months trying to get a mortgage, couldn't close, and then finally we let go of it. Then we put it back on the market, had several other offers. Then that buyer decided during attorney review that they didn't want to pay because they felt like they were overpaying. And then after that, another buyer came, the backup we accepted, and then they backed out for pretty much a similar reason, except they said that they found another home that they prefer. So they stalled our attorney review for a week for that. That was fun. And then now finally we've accepted another offer. And again, none of this was me. I actually have full CO ready to close for any buyer. So like there's absolutely nothing wrong with the property. But again, you reach hurdles in real estate. Like my partner in that deal understands that. He's a little ticked, but again, it's something out of my control.
Yeah, so you can't. It's not about blaming who or someone, right? It's more about how do we fix these problems together? Like let's put our head together and find out, hey, how do we get this done?
Yeah. Yeah, David mentioned we seem like we have great communication skills. And yeah, we do actually. I make a joke to my girlfriend, she doesn't like it, but that I spend more time on the phone with Joey than I spend time talking to her every day.
My wife says the same thing, so I think it might be true.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, if there's any other questions, feel free to bring them up. You know, love to discuss them right now. Again, we're doing this for you guys, so that way we can you know, help you and bring value to you guys.
Yep. So yeah, definitely leave any comments. You know, and also don't forget, big thing, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on YouTube. Again, youtube.com/c/newbie REI. That's
Yes.
NEWBIE REI. Real estate investor. That's what REI means. In case you
Yes.
haven't figured that out.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Oh, another I guess small headache most people don't realize in real estate: permits. For example, like our showroom, we pretty much submitted all permits within like the few days that we closed, and we still haven't heard anything from the township about it.
Yeah.
We've called them several times, and still they're saying it's in review.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, don't be surprised, especially with COVID going on, with you know, people stalling, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Also, we're looking for someone that has experience doing fire alarms. So if you know anyone that's doing fire alarms, let us know. All right. Also, if you guys or if anybody's interested in investing with us as an investment partner, reach out to us for sure. If you've got a deal and you're looking to partner up on the deal, we're always looking for JV deals as well. Um, if you've got money and you don't know what to do with that money, or if you've got a 401k, IRA, whatever, and you're looking to, get that money into action and get it rolling, let us know as well, for whatever. Just reach out to us. We can talk and, hopefully we can get things rolling for you.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Right.
Yeah. So we're close to the 30-minute mark. So I think we're probably just going to end it for now, for today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Again, if you have any questions for Joey and I, we're open books. Feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Again, follow the podcast, not only on YouTube, but, check us out on Spotify, on Anchor, on Google Play Store, and the Apple Store.
Yep.
So, we're trying to bring our brand awareness out there, try to bring value to people. And again, look out for once our showroom is open, we'll probably be doing some sort of mentorship program. So yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Take care, everyone.
See you later.